Welcome to the Lions Share, where we talk family, faith, football, finance, and fun. I'm your host, Mitch Lyons, and this episode is brought to you by MitchLyonsWealth.com, your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement. Check out the site for all the things that Mitch Lyons Wealth is doing. And today on our dog spotlight, we have brought in junior guard L. Irwin. We'd like to welcome the junior guard from Rockford, Michigan, to the show. Hi, L. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Well, we have a bit of a history. I live in Rockford. You went to school with your teammate Grace Lyons, my daughter. You were a couple years ahead, so we've known you for a lot of time. Seen you play all through high school. Saw you go to the Breslin Center as a senior Final Four, first of three straight Final Fours for the Rockford girls. So you're part of a proud program there at Rockford, and you've had a great career at Ferris. You went right up there your first year and got playing pretty early. Had some injuries on the squad, and you kind of got thrown into the fire early on in your career. What was that like, I guess, and did you expect that coming right out of high school?
I kind of didn't know what to expect going into college. Like you get there and you're like, wow, these girls are so much bigger and stronger than me. But I was so competitive that I got there and I was like, I want to play the minute I get here. And obviously with those injuries early, it meant I had to step up early. So it was great being able to like get that experience and stuff right off the bat because I feel like that's helped me a lot where I am now, leading
Yeah.
me to where I am now.
Well, and I think as any competitor, when you get minutes and you know you're going to get minutes, right? That helps, and it helped the curve. And I think the one thing that contributed to the most contributed the most to you getting on the court and staying on the court is you can defend, right? You're a good
Yeah.
defender, you're a hard-nosed player. And as Coach Izzo with Michigan State always says, defense and rebounding travels. You don't always shoot great, but you ought to be
Yeah.
able to defend and rebound and get the loose balls, and you do all that dirty work. I always say you do a lot that doesn't show up on a stat sheet necessarily. I mean, you have your fair share of games when you're in double digits and whatnot, but you're always going to come and you're going to compete, and I think that's true of the Ferris team, and I think that's kind of the culture
Yeah.
that Coach Westendorp has built there. And it comes from, the players like yourself that, have been starting and exhibit that. It's kind of hard for other players, younger players, to come in and not play hard when the top players are playing that
Right.
way.
Yeah, there's
And
not
you
really a
probably,
choice.
yeah, and you probably, saw that from girls that are a little older than you, Kaden Blanchard and Maya
Yeah.
Hiram, so who've been around it, and Mallory McCartney, who's on the coaching staff now, but was a senior last year. So yeah. So anyway, you guys are off to 11-4 start. You've had some bumps on the road here and there. You've had a tough injury, lost Caden Blanchard for the year, it looks like. And I say it's kind of like the Detroit Lions, right? They've been injured and they've been losing people left and right, but it doesn't really matter because nobody you're playing cares, right? You got to still go
Yeah.
out there, tie up the laces and the sneakers and compete. And you guys have done that. Took a tough loss against Grand Valley, but bounced back last game and got the win. And heading down to Chicagoland this weekend. I guess as you look at that, without Caden going forward, what do you need to do as a leader on the team and all the leaders, all the girls? What has to happen for you guys to make up that kind of loss?
Obviously, Kaden is a super productive player, like on the court. She scores a lot of points. She's our highest scorer. Like she does everything on the court and off the court. I feel like she's just like the greatest friend and teammate and stuff to everybody. And being such a leader, like losing that on the court, like obviously we still have her on the bench, but it's a little different when you're not like playing up and down with her and stuff. So we've talked a lot about like just everybody stepping up in their own way to kind of fill her void in a way. So like whether that's like getting a couple extra rebounds that you wouldn't normally get or like hitting some extra shots just to like make up for her not being there. But we've done this before. Like we've lost girls like early in the season and you kind of just adapt and figure it out and people step up when they need to. So
Yeah. Well, and it's about opportunity, right? I mean, luck. Some people say people are lucky. Luck's really where opportunity meets preparation, right? And if you're ready for the moment and you're able to seize the moment, and some girls are, like you said, some girls are going to have some opportunities maybe they wouldn't have had due to an
yeah.
increase in play time and whatnot, and who steps up and takes advantage of it, and that's the beauty of sports, and that translates to life in general. And talking about life in general, we were talking earlier before we came on just about your business major. Business administration major with a minor in entrepreneurial business. What do you take from sports, your background in sports, as you attack school and look ahead beyond school into a career in business? What do you think sports gives you that maybe other kids don't have necessarily?
I feel like a big thing that people are always shocked about is like time management, how hard it is to like worry about school and like we're not really I don't know, it's hard to do school and basketball and all that stuff and think about everything in like a one single day. Like you think like you never have enough time in your day to get everything done, but really just like I have three online classes right now, which is great. You think like, oh, you have so much time, but those three online classes like they take up your day. So like making
We've got
sure
to
like
do
you
the
said
work,
is
right?
yeah, making sure like you set aside time for like specific things to do and like practices tend to be in the night, which is easy because you have like all day to kind of focus on school and like making sure like all your meals are cooked and everything. And then at night you kind of focus on basketball. So yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's
time
great. Yeah.
management.
I mean, time management is critical at any point in life, and especially as life gets crazy. It doesn't slow down right now. It's school and basketball, then it's work, and then it's family, and then down the road, God willing, kids, and then uh, Ange and I are coming off 5 days of I think this is day six of watching a 3 and a 1 year old
That's
grandson.
what
So
Grace was saying.
that totally threw us for a loop, man. I'm
Yeah,
not uh, I'm not used to
Grace
that. So
was,
I'll get back to some normalcy here as far as having more time to actually work versus chasing 1 year olds crawling around all over. So
yeah,
but yeah, that time management is critical, and it certainly is. As you own a business and try to manage all the balls in the air, so to speak, juggling them. So, well, that's great. Well, Elle, it's been great watching you, and you've got certainly the rest of this year and a senior year. You guys, have some adversity to overcome, but I'm looking forward. You're in a two-way or a three-way tie, I guess, in second place right now. Three teams with one loss, then Grand Valley's undefeated. So a lot of season left to go. You guys have a lot of upside. A couple big games this week against Parkside, who's got one loss in the league, and then you go down to Purdue Northwest on Saturday. So hopefully we can watch you secure a couple wins there and keep it going. So I just want to thank you for swinging by the dog spotlight this week and wish you nothing but the best for the rest of the season.
thank you.
All right, we'll see you. Take care.
See ya.